Well, it certainly has been a very tight race, but it's been a bit messy. It doesn't give a great impression of the US. In fact, if the US was what it was in the 50s or 60s, I certainly would not be investing in gold. This bull market in gold is very, very well underway. It's been going on for 4 years. It's a big boy. And these huge trends are not usually influenced by elections. But yes, Joe Biden, this is really good for gold. Why? Because we're still going to have fiscal stimulus, we're still going to have monetary stimulus, interest rates are going to stay low. And more importantly, with Joe Biden, it looks like the dollar has only one way to go, down. Well, that's a really, really good question, because it's a question of timing, and we know how difficult timing is. The truth is that if you take the major funds in the world, they're only invested at 0.15% in gold. So it means that gold is massively underowned. It means that most people don't own gold. They don't own gold stocks. And they're trying to find an entry point. And that it's difficult because, of course, the day you're going to buy, the market is going to go down. So the only way to do this is to have a systematic approach. So either you do a dollar cost average, or you start with a small position and you buy the dips. In a bull market, that's what you're supposed to do. Well, thank you, Biden. Since our last video, gold is up 3.2%. So all the stocks I mentioned are up, and some more than 15%. Not bad for a couple of weeks. Well, let's forget about gold for a second and look at the big picture. We're facing a depression because of this COVID disaster. So what will governments do? They will launch huge infrastructure planning. Whether it's in the Asia or in the US, they'll build. So they need steel. To get steel, they need coking coal. For coking coal, they need high-quality met coal. The met coal market was in a depression. It fell to historic lows, but now it's been going up and up and up. Go for Colonial Coal, the leading coking coal developer. You need to go with the best quality of coking coal because you need to limit pollution. They're based in Ontario, which is a fantastic jurisdiction, and their infrastructure is impeccable. They have 2 huge deposits for a total of 688 million tons of met coal. This is to tell you that a major will buy them out. The NPV for both projects is about $2.5 billion. And although the stock has gone up recently quite a lot, the market cap is only $140 million. The Oxygen Group is a top-notch quality operation. It's run by Marco Day. They have top quality companies like Pure Gold, Liberty Gold, Discovery Metals, all successes. Sun Metals is a high-grade copper discovery. They already have a 43101 with 3 million tons at 3% copper equivalent. In the copper world, this is high grade. With all the drilling they've done since the 4301, they're probably already at 5 million tons. Peter McGaw, the famous CRD expert from Mag Silver, is involved. They have cash, they're drilling right now with plenty of results coming. The weakness of the stock is probably due to the private placement, which just came free trading. So get your place in the sun with Sun Metals. Well, development companies in gold are much cheaper than producers. So I really like Treasury Metals. It is massively undervalued. They have 2 million ounces of measured and indicated, 1 million ounces of inferred, and they have huge exploration upside with their Gold Loan project. They are based in Ontario. They have a permitted mill. They'll be producing easily 100,000 ounces per year, low cost, low capex. and the market cap is around $150 million. The stock, which was $2, went back down to $1.40. It's quite simple. Treasury Metals' Goliath project just merged with the one of First Mining Goldland. By the way, First Mining is certainly a good buy for this bull market. So this merger is just recent, so people have not yet figured out the exact valuation of the sum of the two parts. But this will come to a quick change because in the first quarter of 2020, they will have their new PEA for the whole operation. On top of that, a new CEO will bring new life to this stock. Well, as we all know by now, in a precious metal bull market, silver always outperforms gold. But there are very few silver stocks, and it is difficult to find quality in this universe. One exception, Kootenay Silver. They're in Mexico, they have a $180 million market cap, and there is huge leverage to the price of silver because they already have 144 million ounces of silver measured and indicated and 35.7 million ounces inferred. The CEO is great, Jim McDonald. When silver was low, nobody wanted silver, nobody wanted silver stocks, except for very, very high grade. So what did the CEO do in this bear market? He went for 2 new deposits in Mexico, and he's been making high-grade discoveries on Columba and Copalita. So if you want great leverage to silver and good exploration potential in high grade, go for Kootenay Silver. Well, in this business, the big prize is exploration success, but that is difficult. And I tend to avoid grassroots exploration because the odds are against you. I prefer more established companies that I can buy on the dip. One example, today, Orion, symbol AU, they have a high-grade discovery in Finland and they will add ounces. They also have additional discoveries to be made on their properties, which hosts a lot of gold everywhere. They also have a great joint venture with B2 Gold, one of the best in the business. They are 50 meters from this huge discovery made by Rupert Minerals. They have great shareholders, Eric Sprott, Newmont, Kinross. Management owns 13.7%. And guess who the chairman is? David Lowton. With him, you're sure to have a low burn rate, and you're sure that most of the money is going in the ground. They have $11 million in cash, are fully funded, and are going to have a lot of drilling results.